Hi friends, welcome back to arpatakarwa.com, your one-stop destination for confidently acing UGC NET Paper 1. Today we are going to talk about an exciting and important topic, that is transfer of learning from Unit 1 Teaching Aptitude. If you are preparing for UGC NET Paper 1, then this video is going to be very important for you. This concept that we are going to talk about in today's video will help you understand how learning works beyond the classroom. Now, before we dive in, here's something very important. Transfer of learning, my friends, is a brand new topic added recently to the UGC NET syllabus. So, understanding this concept is crucial not just because it's a trending topic in the UGC NET exam, but also it is going to help you grasp how we can apply knowledge in our real life. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly does transfer of learning mean? Well, it's basically the ability to use what we have learned in one situation and apply it to a different one. Sounds confusing, right? Don't worry, I'm going to decode this topic completely in this video by giving you several examples and make you understand the practical applicability. For example, let's think about when you learned how to tie your shoes. Once you've got it down, you can also tie other things like a ribbon. This skill that you have learned while tying your shoes can be transferred to something else. And this is what we mean by transfer of learning. It's an ability to take something you've learned and use it in other situations. In this video, we will understand the different types of transfer of learning that are usually asked in UGC NET exam, and we are going to learn them by using fun examples to make it easy and interesting for you. So stick with me till the end because mastering this topic will give you a solid edge in your UGC NET exam and will help you get those extra marks that can get you JRF. But before that, sit back and relax because we have created a special PDF that summarizes this entire video and provides you with exam ready notes. So whatever you see on screen during this video, we have clubbed it together in form of a PDF. You just have to drop a message on the WhatsApp number that is flashing on your screen, or you can click on the WhatsApp link that's there in the description box, and we are going to send that handy PDF right on your phone. Okay friends, so the first type of transfer of learning that we are going to discuss is the positive transfer. This happens when you already know something and that knowledge helps you while you are learning something new. It's like having a cheat code for learning. For example, if you already you've already learned how to play a piano, let's say, it can help you in learning how to play another instrument like a guitar. Now, because both the instruments share same music concept like scales, rhythm, it makes it easier for you to learn guitar when you already know how to play a piano. You already know how to hit the right note on the piano, and that knowledge helps you master the guitar faster. I'll give you another very relatable example. All of us have driven bicycle. Okay, we have been riding bicycle since our childhood. Now, when you already know how to ride a bicycle, it is very easy for you to know how to ride a scooter. You don't need to figure out simple things like how to balance, how to steer from the scratch. The skill you already have, like balance and coordination, while you were riding a bicycle, get transferred when you start learning how to ride a scooter, making the entire learning process much faster. So, learning one thing helps you learn something new very smoothly, and that is called positive transfer of learning. Okay, friends, so the next thing that we are going to discuss is negative transfer. It is completely opposite to the positive transfer. Let's understand that in detail. Now, negative transfer, my friends, happens when you already know something that makes it harder for you to learn something new. So, your previous knowledge kind of hinders the learning process. That's negative transfer. For example, let's say there's an English speaker and he might find it difficult to pronounce certain Spanish words correctly. Why will that happen? This will happen because English has different sound patterns, which can cause confusion when you're trying to speak Spanish. In English, we don't roll our R sounds, okay, like we do it in Spanish. So it is hard to pronounce words. You might have seen this when you encounter a lot of foreigners roaming around these touristy sites in India. Just observe how they say words like namaste, or they would say certain Hindi words which are very, very common for us to pronounce correctly. For example, namaste, but they would say namaste. Why? Because their native English accent is kind of hindering their ability to speak Hindi correctly. So, uh, just going back to the Spanish example, the English speaker's previous knowledge of sounds actually makes it harder to speak languages like Spanish or Hindi correctly. And that is what we call as negative transfer of learning. I'll give you another example. Imagine you were used to playing basketball when you were always dribbling the ball while moving. Now, when you try to play a game of football, let's say, the knowledge of using your hands to handle the ball might cause you to make mistakes like picking up the ball during a football match because you're so used to playing with the ball in your hand that in football you just cannot make use of your hands at all. So, the skill that you have learned while playing basketball hinders when you start playing football. So, this basically makes it a little harder for you to learn the rules of football and play it properly. So, friends, there are many such topics like transfer of learning which are extremely crucial for any net aspirant to know because these are the topics that are repeating a lot these days in the paper. They are frequently seen in the paper because they are trending, and that's when our UGC Net Paper One book comes into the picture because we have recently launched the second edition of our UGC Net Paper One book, which is Amazon bestseller, and it is India's only UGC Net book that comes with 120 plus video lectures and 4,000 plus unit-wise solved PYQs. You will find all the difficult topics of UGC Net Paper 1 explained in extremely simple language along with a lot of real life examples in our book. In fact, our UGC Net Paper 1 book has been praised for its innovative teaching style by none other than legendary Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, so now let us move on to the third type of transfer, that is near transfer. Use what you've already learned in a similar situation in a new situation. It's like using the same tool to do a slightly different job. Confused, right? Let me give you two very, very simple examples from your real life. So let's imagine that you were a kid and you were learning to ride a bicycle. Now, it might be easier for you to learn to ride a skateboard once you have gotten command over bicycle because both the activities require balance and coordination. So once you have got hang of balancing on a bike, it helps you quickly adapt to a skateboard. You're transferring your balance skills from one activity to another, and that makes learning the new skill much easier. So neo transfer basically happens in very similar connected situations. Let me give you another example. Imagine you are already comfortable using a mobile phone. Okay, you can do a lot of things from your phone. When you pick up a tablet for the first time, you'll notice many of the same features: touchscreen control, apps, navigation. Since you already know how to use a mobile phone, learning to use a tablet feels easy because the skills and knowledge directly gets transferred between the two devices. So, in near transfer, what you learned in one situation directly applies to something very similar, making the learning process quicker and easier. Friends, for more such informative videos wherein I explain the most important topics of UGC Net Paper 1 in less than 15 minutes, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon because I am uploading a lot of videos like these every week. And don't forget to check out my playlist section where I've organized unit-wise playlists for UGC Net Paper 1. This way you can find all the video lectures for each unit together, making your preparation so much more easier. Okay friends, now let us move on to the next kind of transfer of learning, which is far transfer. Now, this refers to the ability to apply skills or knowledge learned in one situation to a completely different or unrelated context. It's like using the same tool for tasks that don't seem to be connected at first. Confused again? Let me help you with some examples. Okay, so let's imagine a scenario. If you have learned how to organize your time for, let's say, a school project, you can even use those same time management skills or time management tools when you're planning a birthday party. For example, whenever you get a school project, you have this habit of making a to do list and then you keep on striking them one by one once you're done with each and every task. The same tool you can use when you're planning a birthday party for your friend. Okay, even though organizing a school project and planning a party is different. They are completely different activities done at different settings. One is very informal, another one is very formal. But the skills of managing your time can help in both the situations. That is called far transfer. Here's another example. Let's say you've learned how to work as part of a team in sports. Okay. Now, those teamwork skills can help you when you're working on a school project or later. Let's say when you go into a corporate setup and you are doing a project with some company. Even then, during those times, the same teamwork skills that you have learned while you were playing sports in your school can be applied here. Even though both the activities are different, skills like communication, cooperation, teamwork, leadership are important in both cases, and using them in a new context can make you more and more effective. And that is what we call as far transfer of learning. Okay, finally, friends, we have the last type of transfer of learning, which is zero or neutral transfer. This happens when what you learned before has no effect, neither good nor bad, on your ability to learn something new. It's like when two things don't really have anything in common. For example, if you know how to swim, it doesn't help or hurt you when you are trying to solve a maths problem. The two skills are completely unrelated. So, what you've learned about swimming doesn't affect your math skills at all. Let's take another example. Let's say you're great at playing chess. But when it comes to cooking a meal, your chess skills won't help you chop vegetables or follow a recipe better. The skills involved in both the activities are completely different. So there are no transferring that is happening. So there is no transfer, and that is what we call as zero or neutral transfer of learning. Friends, there are two more types of transfer of learning. To learn more about them, you can check out my UGC NET Paper 1 book. I've explained all the types of learning along with real life examples so that you don't have to mug up these things. You can directly link them to real life scenarios and can learn them in one go. Now is the time where we look at some previous year solved questions from this particular topic that has been asked in UGC NET Paper 1 exams. The first one is right there on your screen, and the correct answer is far transfer, because math skills learnt in one context, that is classroom learning, are applied to a completely different context, that is budgeting. So the skill is getting transferred to an unrelated situation. The next question is right there on your screen, and the correct answer for this one is positive transfer. Now, why is the correct answer positive transfer? Because Falguni, as you can see in the question, is applying the project management techniques she has learnt in college to a similar situation, that is organizing personal goals and tasks. The skills learned in one context are helping her in another context. And now, let us see if you can answer the next question. If you know the answer, you just have to type the answer in the comment section. I would love to read how many of you get it right. So the question is, if your friend's mobile number changes and you often continue to dial his former number, it is which type of learning? It's an example of which type of learning: positive transfer, negative transfer, zero transfer, or bilateral transfer. We haven't discussed bilateral transfer in this video. We have already discussed this in detail in our book. If you would want to read more about bilateral transfer, you can refer to the book. Otherwise, you can Google it, find out what is bilateral transfer, and then apply your knowledge to answer this question. So, If you're looking for more PYQs on this topic, you can refer to the Unit 10 questions that's given in our UGC Net Paper 1 book that provides you with 4,000 plus solved unit-wise questions. That's it from my side for this video lecture. I'll meet you very soon in the next video lecture. Till the time we meet next, happy learning, keep loving literature, and stay tuned to arpitakarwa.com.